Hello everybody, welcome to a legacy video. I've titled this video "This deck destroyed the reserve list." Well, not because not because other things happen reserve list wise, but just because I made some changes to this deck that involve playing 0 copies of reserve list cards. So we're not playing any dual lands in this 2-color legacy deck. This is a deck around Death Shadow, so you actively want to play Watery Grave. And normal lists play 2 Underground Sea, but I'm trying to build the list that just doesn't have them. You know, not because I think it's a better strategic choice. Obviously, if you own some Underground Sea, a couple of them would be better to put them over a Swamp and a Watery Grave. But in this list, I have 4 Watery Grave, a Swamp, and an Island. Alright, so this list is very interesting because it plays Grief, a card that you can use as free interaction, as like Force of Will, but you can also reanimate Grief or reanimate the creature you discard of Grief, like a Brazen Borrower, for example. You use Baleful Strix as a mid-range threat, Murktide as a top over the top of your opponent, and then the rest of the deck is just a blue legacy deck. Snuff Out is very well positioned right now in legacy, just being a great removal spell against the top 2 decks, Blue Red Delver and Mono White Initiative. In the sideboard, I have a Ratchet Bomb over a Polluted Keg, because that is in the reserve list. But, you know, it's not as expensive as Underground Sea, and the rest of the sideboard is pretty self-explanatory. And let's get into a league here. Against Rosen87, I win the die roll, very nice, and I start with... Ooh, I finally scammed them! Woo-woo! Alright, let's scam my opponent here. Let's go for a Grief, pitching... Baleful Strix? Yeah. And then I also Thoughtseize them. I don't want to cast the Strix, maybe. Nah, I wanna completely... Or maybe I'll play against a Reanimator and I get to scam a Brazen Borrower here. Yeah, let's do it. Nope. It's a totally different deck. That's okay. I actually don't get to scam them at all. That's a shame. Although I can go discard Force with this Grief. No, let's just discard Brainstorm. Yeah. And then I will also Thoughtseize the Force. And then I will, or what if it, no, Thoughtseize the Force, yeah. And then I'll reanimate the Grief. That's my plan. Marco Senna, thank you for the 2nd month. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Volk. Ok, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. Draw. I'll Wasteland the Volk. And then I'll reanimate the Grief. So we're working on low resources here. They float blue. That's a tell of some sort. Oh, they have a Brainstorm. Interesting. So, listen, what if I force this? What if I force this? And then I reanimate the Grief, I discard Bolt, and they're left with 1, 2, 3 cards. Yeah, you know what? You know what? Let's do it. I don't know, this plan is probably not going to work because I have like 2 permanents and they have 3 cards. But it's not that bad of a plan, I think. Force Mystic Sanctuary, Misty Rainforest. Let's go. Draw. Ponder, nice. Okay. Sure. That's good. I can pass. Alright. I'll draw the Brainstorm, but I don't want to cast it. I don't mind waiting a little bit more. Or should I cast it? Because I know the top card is bad. I think I'd rather just take another draw before casting this Brainstorm. Alright, they're casting something. I hope it's not a Murktide Regent. Oh no, it's a Murktide Regent. Ay. I could have brainstormed to find a Daze, but I can also just draw a card and dig deeper to find a Snuff Out. And shuffle two away. An island. Play Ponder. Okay, that's a Baleful Strix. Huh. Unfortunately, if they attack me to 3, I can't Thoughtseize my opponent. Because I go to 3. So I have to shuffle these. And if I snuff out, oh, the Daze. Or was it more life? Yeah. Well, you have to cast Brainstorm eventually, right? Should hold it for as long as you can, but... Alright, so I go to 3. Snuff Out isn't even an out anymore. I believe I'm just dead now. Yeah, Murktide Regent, unfortunately, was too good. Ooh. Alright, this is the card I was looking for. I guess I shuffled there because I think it was fine there to shuffle. Because if I draw Snuff Out, I don't know. Anyway, good game, opponent. So Blue Red Delver. 2 Hydra, 2 Push. Cards that I don't like are Grief and Force. Yeah, outside like this. Danny Rabot, thank you for the 19 months. Let's say like this. No, sorry, I said in the wrong one. Ooh, okay. No, I definitely need a borrower for the Murktide. Yeah, this is what I want. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Water Power rankings are now on YouTube. Nice. I'll make the tweet later then. Thank you, Pogzilla. On the play. Keep Shimas. A land heavy hand, but it's not the worst to be a land heavy hand. All right, let's go with Ponder. Ooh, I like this. This is good. Volk. DRC. All right, I'm gonna just go for Wasteland push and just restart the game. Restarting the game here. While adding things to my graveyard for Murktide. Hoping, my opponent might just kept a Wallender. In this case, I'm happy to have restarted the game. Island. The Delver. Draw. I think I like to go for a Brainstorm now. We want to reanimate the DRC. Would have gone. I could. Reanimate the DRC. Or I can just put 2 cards on top. play a tapped land and pass the turn. I think I like this better. And next turn, I should play Murktide. Alright, they reveal Ponder. Ooh, Wasteland. Sure. I'm happy to play. I'm happy to play this game against the Wasteland. Especially as next turn I can go Murktide with backed up by Daze. They chose to shuffle. Maybe they don't have red mana, so the Wasteland was good after all. Yeah. Draw. I'll take Island or Watery Grave. I think I'll take Island. Alright, that's a 6/6. Um, that's fine by me. Draw. Plague Engineer. That's nice. This should lock the game up. This should lock the game up. When still on one island, they decided to play around Wasteland, which I didn't have, and they just got mine screwed, which is a classic. All right, they draw a vote now, but it's a classic. You try to play around the second Wasteland, and then like, I mean, if you didn't draw this, they would have died with the Power Blast in the end. Definitely awkward. All right, the game is not locked up. They drew red source, so you know they're out of the gates now. See how this continues. I'm happy with the Daze because next turn I can counter a Murktide or an Iteration. Do I want to counter this Ponder now? I think so. Picked up the island because I didn't want to shock myself again. I think I'll reanimate the DRC because I am in delirium here. That's a 5/5, can become an 8/8. They can make a 6/6 Merc, and then the DRC would just crush into it. Yeah. Alright, nice draw. Should I do this before? So I put it might be unaware of my Strix and just try to go ahead for the kill. So I just attack with all, they eat my Strix. They eat my Strix and they don't chump. But I think they're gonna do that regardless. So might as well just go land Strix here. Draw. Alright. Now I can attack with old. The DRC had to crush in front of this Merc. Do you want to trade with the Delver? They do. Alright, I'll fetch down to 5. And then you get a 3, and I'll play a Strix. This way, I dodge Lightning Bolt. I don't dodge Daze plus Lightning Bolt, but you know, I gotta play around something. Okay. Land. There are 3 cards in hand. 3 mysterious cards in hand. They patch. They can go. Iteration. Oh, a second Merc. 2 mana, 3/3 flyer. Okay. I'm at 5 life. I can even play Snuff Out. Let's go to combat. If attack with everybody, they have to chump for sure. I think it's great attack here because they have to go chump. Yep. I think this is an attack with all situation. Yep. Chump. Then I. No. Alright, they didn't bolt me. Alright, we got game 3. Cool game. Alright, they don't give up yet. They don't give up yet. I concede. Alright, final game. I stand by my sideboarding even on the draw. I think Daze is good even on the draw. And I think that Grave is just not good in the fair matchups. Pitching a card to discard a card is not what I want to do. I think Grave is good in the unfair matchups, like against Initiative or Combo. I definitely was, yeah, I mean, this is my second league with this deck. I am grasping a little bit more of the meaning of Grief. And I think I got it now. Alright, this is a good end. Let's see if they go to our seat. Wow, they just passed. Sure. I don't mind playing this Drago game. Nice. Strix is great in the Drago games. Because you actually don't Drago, you play Strix. It's a proactive card advantage threat. It's not the threat, it's more of an answer, but it's 2 for 1, because they either trade a creature with it or remove a spell. I just fetch a top land end of turn, honestly. But it's playing like a stock list, so they don't have. Doesn't look like they have. I'm passing here because they probably have a Pyroblast for my Baleful Strix, but at least I don't want to get. Okay. Let Brainstorm your response. Let's shuffle away some 3-drops. Yeah. Something like this. Okay. I'll fetch again, yeah. I could take in a tap land. And draw. Ponder. Wow, I'm able to brick. Yeah. I did not draw lands. Wow. I had so many lands and so many cantrips. I managed to brick. Ah. Yep. It happened. I lost my mana. Let's see if I'm able to draw it. I mean, obviously I could have fetched basic lands. I chose to get dual lands because opponent is not punishing me. They still haven't cast a spell. But like, obviously I'm not winning games where I go card disadvantage this way. You wanna play Scourge of the Sky Cleaves? No. Discarding Strix. In the hindsight, I wish on turn 2 I fetched the Island Swamp and Arcasted Strix. If I could take back time, that would have been my play. I'm not saying it was the right play. But, you know, my play certainly didn't pay out. So. Okay. I'm still playing it out because they don't do anything and I draw my lands. We can get out of this. What's this? I have four Snuff Out in my deck, so even without mana, I can definitely come back. Like if I draw a land into, I don't know. I mean, it has to be a land now, or else I'm packing it up. All right, it is a land now, so let's play. How do I start? Certainly Watery Grave. I think it has to be a Reanimate on the Baleful Strix. That's the reason why I discarded it. To make exactly this play. Draw a card. That's bad. Wish this was a Grave in this game. No Wastelanding. They have infinite mana already. Is Expressive Iteration good in Legacy as much as it is in Modern? Yes. Alright, I am giving up. So let's kick things off here with this first hand. What do I see? I see a lot of Graves and not a lot of action, so I'm gonna mulligan this hand. I wish there was a Reanimate in that hand. Alright, I'm gonna keep this one. I'll bottom a Force of Will, and let's begin. Starting off with a Flooded Strand and a passing of the turn. I don't want them to Wasteland my Watery Grave. I'll keep the Reanimate in case my Baleful Strix dies. It usually does, so you get some value there. Water Power Rankings out. Yeah, they're out in the text written form, so you can find them there on Channel Fireball. They're not out yet on the YouTube channel, which I hope is going to be out soon, though. I have no control over that. I'm waiting for that one to post my tweet. Stray Rate, is that Doomsday? If it was Modern, it would be Living End. But this is Legacy, so that should probably be Doomsday. And maybe they were missing a land and they just drew. Oh. Oh, maybe that's Shadow. They're playing the Shadow of that. This thing is Swamp Walk. Huh. The Shadow Mirror Match. Can I just force pitch Brainstorm? I think so. And then I want to reanimate I want to reanimate your Stray Rate. Yeah, I just got top land in return. Yeah. Oh, I want to reanimate your Stray Rate. Mirror match round one. Okay, okay. I'll play around Daze. Why not? A T? Okay, a second response. And there it is. I got my Stray Rate in play. I'm at 13 life. Mm-hmm. You're 12. And you play a 1-1 Shadow. Hey, now it's a game. Man, Shadow Mirror Match. To begin. Drop Ponder. I think I like to go Watery Grave untapped. Baleful Strix. Remember, these things don't die to Snuff Out, which is the main interaction piece. I'll play around Daze. Attack. I don't care if the Death Shadow grows. There shouldn't be removal spell for this one once it's in play. Opponent goes to 9. Attacking is risky indeed. I think it's okay. Let's see what they do. Dorothy Woodwalker. Alright, so opponents is playing a different list. They have Stray Ray, they have Dothy Woodwalker. Let's go for another Watery Grave tapped here, since, yeah, I don't want to take more damage. Snuff Out is non-black. Alright, they offer the trade, I'll take it. So Baleful Strix is here for that. Player will be able to maybe cast my card next turn with Dothy, but that's fine. One mana, that's Shadow. Alright. Got 3 cards in end. Okay. I can attack you to 5. I can play a double Shadow. I think it's good. And I don't play this Ponder. Because I'm playing around the Daze. Yep. For next turn. And attack you here. Swamp Walk. Basically Fear. Okay, so they're on 5. My Shadow is still just a 3/3, but it will grow next turn. Their Shadow is an 8/8 instead. Yeah, or chump blocking the Death Shadow. It depends. I might just take it too. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. They can fetch down to 2, and then the Shadow. Yeah, so they fetch first. Of course, if their Shadow was threatening lethal, I wouldn't have. All right. Not exactly sure what my opponent plan is right now. Maybe they just have to put Baleful Strix into play. It's a very weird race. You definitely have to do a lot of counting. Don't shuffle, draw. Weird. They chose not to. They chose not to shuffle. All right. Ponder resolved. Chose not to shuffle, and now they're getting in. They might have straight rating end, so attacking with the. So here, if I take the damage, and they have straight rate, I die. But if they don't, I think it's the only. I'll kill them next turn. Because they're planning on casting the Baleful Strix. So they're planning on casting a Baleful Strix here. Like, what are my outs with Ponder? Because, like, what's in the deck? Because there's no removal spell in the deck. Snuff Out doesn't work. Like, most of my cards don't work. I guess I can draw a Reanimate. Yeah, okay. The problem is, if I take in their straight rate, I die. They didn't shuffle with Ponder. It's so difficult to think here. What's the right play? And if I take a go to 1, opponent needs 2 blockers for the Shadow. Which they might have. Nah, but I don't want to die to straight rate. I don't want that to straight rate. I might just end up dying to other things. Which is part of playing around something. You die to something else. Maybe I was supposed to let it go. I don't know. It's difficult for sure. Alright, so let's see what they cast. They casted that Shadow. Okay. And I'm going there for potentially 1. Okay, this was the card I wanted to draw. Split Ponder. So do I like a Thoughtseize here? Maybe yes, I do. No, I don't. Do I? No, because like this Shadow will be 12/12. I just need a chum blocker, so I'll reanimate their Shadow. I think I like a Thoughtseize just in case. I could actually no. If I play Thoughtseize is bad. No, I'm just shuffling here then. Shuffle. Okay, not bad. So I have to reanimate your Shadow. But I go to 9. Oh, that's fine. I'll just have 2 chump blockers. Yeah, maybe Thoughtseize was fine. It was better than Daze. I don't know. If they answer this, they lose. Because they don't have 2 blockers. Alright. And now I attack, and I hope that Chump Chump wins the game. Now I attack, Swamp Walk, so they go to 1, then I hope that Chump Chump wins the game. If it doesn't, it's over. I'd actually what here? Brazen Borrower, Fatal Push. Not that many cards. Kind of funny that they control a shadow that is mine, and I control 2 creatures that are theirs. With the Reanimate. End of turn, Brainstorm. Daze. Remember, Snuff Out says non-black. Chump. Alright, they concede. Woo! Nice game, huh? Nice game, for sure. Okay, so we're cutting the Snuff Out. It only kills Murktide. Maybe it's good enough. Yeah, everything else looks alright. Make sure you have different sleeves than the opponent after the game. Yeah, in Cube, it happens all the time. Yesterday, I was playing Cube with my blue-black deck, and then I pile shuffled after the game ended, and I had 42 cards. And my opponent had 38. I stole 2 cards, and I forgot to give back. And I even gave back something. You know the card Siphon Inside, the one that steals the cards with flashback? It happens all the time that you steal lands that you also have like the same type, so you just completely forgot about them. This is why, pile shuffling to count how many cards you have is always thumbs up play. Always do it once. I usually do piles of 7, so that in the constructed, they end up in the first row. In limited, it's 4 plus 1. Did we submerge that from them? We didn't. We did not. You think I should have... I think one Snuff Out, it's alright. Maybe I could have had 0. Oh, this hand is super land heavy. What's up with the flood today? I'm flooding like... Alright, I guess. It was a previous match. Alright. I think this is a mulligan. Yeah. But it keeps 7. Mulliganing against the deck with Disco Spell is bad though. Let's go. Underground Sea, go. That's weird. Do I Wasteland this? Think so. I don't want to cast those Graves. I don't want to cast those Graves. Like, they only punish me if they have Stifle. Which I hope they don't have. Please don't stifle me. Ooh, nice. They did not stifle me. Illusionment. Okay, there you go to 17. Okay, do you have a Thoughtseize? No, you have a Ponder. Alright. What a hand. You mean it's good or bad? I would like to draw a Reanimate, please. Wasteland. You know what? Happy with this draw. Probably if I could Vampiric Tutor, the Wasteland was better than a Reanimate, actually. Oh, I forgot to mention that Ponder shuffled. The Wasteland. I think I'll go Swamp. Look at that. Take that, people that play Underground Sea. You don't have a basic Swamp in your deck. I do. Okay. Hmm. They like to take a Reanimate here. The best card of their hand in this matchup. And they still don't want to grief. Draw. Hmm. I'll Thoughtseize again. Wow, two Murktides. I'll take again Reanimate. Should I play Watery Grave untapped and Brainstorm? Yeah, let's do it. Hopefully I don't get Brainstorm locked. I mean, I'm just passing actually. When they Wasteland me, I'll play Brainstorm. No, I guess it's not true. I should just Brainstorm regardless. Alright, Brainstorm. Nice. Alright, what's the best way now? I think I don't like those graves. I guess I should have. I mean, they can't go land and Thoughtseize because this is their hand, so I should be able to win this game. Yeah, Wasteland wins again. Do I want to draw the grief or do I want to draw a random card? Hmm. I don't know. It's fine to draw the grief. If they draw land, maybe. Oops, there it is. That's a land. See what they do with it. They just pass. Okay. All right. So now I'll play Baleful Strix first. I don't know my top. Draw. Ooh, another shadow. I want to play Grief now. When I see your hand, then maybe discard that Daze. Cause I go to 8. So we'll see. Okay, so they have a Death Shadow. I think I like to discard that shadow here. Yep. And now I'll fetch down at 8 and attack you for 5. Down to 5. Let's see if they draw land and Islam and Murktide. That's okay though, because I have Baleful Strix. Let's go. We are on the draw with a mulligan. Clean mulligan here. Okay, this is a keep. We have to bottom a card from this hand, which I think is gonna be a Murktide Regent. Yeah. I believe in the power of Snuff Out Reanimate. A Marsh Flats go. Could be a combo deck. A Thoughtseize. Maybe that Entomb here. Off a Badlands. Or a Swamp. That also works. Yeah. I'm dead. GG. If double reanimate, yeah, unfortunately I lost the die roll. But wasn't the play, would have been better. Uh, yeah, no outs here. No outs here. I'll keep on going, but yeah, actually, I just conceded. Alright, for those of you who don't know, opponent's gonna put into play a Brazen Brand. Maybe not. Alright. Sideboard against the Reanimator. We have Surgical. That's it. Maybe Brazen Borrower. I'll take out the Snuffs, and I think the rest is excellent. Black cards look bad. So yeah, it's probably just a Borrower. Can get Hullbreacher maybe instead of Borrower. You missed something. Why not reanimate the Grist? There is a brand. Because I played Thoughtseize, and they played into my response. Alright, looks like not drawing the best opening hands today, but this end's fine. Let's keep it. What do I bottom? Could be a Wasteland, considering I put and played a lot around it earlier. Could also be a Baleful Strix. Yeah. It sounds pretty bad in this. And let's go for a thoughts. Is Goblin's combo tier the one that can pop her? Sure, I mean, pretty well, right? The two people top 8 at the PTQ, one won with it, so yeah, must be one of the best decks. Alright, my opponent has a combo. So unfortunately, I cannot discard Brazen Brand. Because they just go land, ritual, and Tomb Exhume. So what do I have to discard here? That's a good question. I can discard Exhume and hope my opponent plays into in response, maybe to another discard spell, and then I can reanimate. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I just discard Exhume. Especially since they have Grizzlebrand in hand, meaning that they can just draw like a Fatalist Looting and get the Grizzlebrand in the graveyard that way. If they didn't have a combo like this, I could have just got a Grizzlebrand and then reanimated it, but didn't happen. And you play those two. And they pass. Alright. I'll play a Brainstorm. Very bad. I'll shuffle away these two. And I'll play 1/1 Shadow. Pass to you. But yeah, super bad. The fact that I didn't find a Force, a Discard Spell, a Surgical. Yeah. I would say this is a pretty good matchup. Pretty good matchup. Alright, opponent goes for it. We have Reanimate next turn, but oh, they put in a great Faithless Looting. I like it. That's a great sign for me, because it means they're going to do this, discard Brand, and then hopefully pass the turn to me. Alright, now it looks like I'm losing the game this turn. Yeah, I was not able to draw much in my 10 cards, but that's fine. Take them. Playing against one of the most explosive and best deck in the format in Reanimator. So if you just, don't draw very well, they don't give you many turns to fix your draws with cantrips. One of the strength of the deck is definitely the fact that very consistently kills on turn 1 or 2. Hello, Tashi. Good morning. And they ran a Grizzly Brand. They're at 11, so they draw 7. I'm, 99% dead, but there's a world where my opponent just, doesn't do anything. Okay, they unmasked my Reanimate, and I was going to Reanimate this to make them sack this. And we lose. Alright, GG. Top 8. Wow. It's wild. Let's go. We're on the draw. I think man's fine. I have a Brainstorm. What do we think of Mono Blue Painter? I've played the league earlier. It's gonna go on my YouTube channel in the next days. If you're watching on Channel Fireball, sorry, Channel Fireball on YouTube, this is the video will already be out. It went well. I had a nice 4-1 record. Pretty happy with the list. Buongiorno, Ceci. Draw. Wasteland. Huh. Put a mulligan to 6. You know what? I'm gonna kick things off with a Wasteland here. Just trying to fish. Trying to fish, seeing if my opponent just kept a one-lander. Looks like we fished right. 2 people top-8 with the same mill list with Mesmeric Orb in Modern. I was just checking out the Modern. Alright, that's a Wasteland. I've built my list with Island and Swamp. Although now, I think I'll pass. I drew a land, unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Do I want to cast a Brainstorm end of turn? Off an island? Maybe. Drop. Ponder. Yeah, let's let her resolve. I'm gonna play Brainstorm end of turn. Yes. I'm not achieving much. I know, because I redraw the cards, but I'm just cycling my hand a little bit. Okay, so they didn't shuffle and they left the card on top, so it's probably another land. Here I have a draw, Polluted Delta. Ooh, I guess I have my fetch lands wrong. I should definitely have some... I guess it's too late now, but I should definitely have some Marsh Flats in this list. Yeah. Yeah, that was a mistake. All right, so wow, they dazed my Brainstorm. Crazy. And they graveyard the Mongoose. Okay. The Mongoose. I'll put in Has Delirium now. They have 4 cards. I'm just gonna go with Shock and Tapped, Baleful Strix. Remember, they can't play Daze because they don't have an island now. And I can play Snuff Out. Do I want to is the question. They force, pitch, stifle. They have in hand a tropical island. I'm gonna force. Pitch Daze. Strix resolves. And I pass. Maybe I want to kill the DRC because my opponent might have Nimble Mongoose, which is a problem. Hmm. They have 2 cards, one is a drop. They play Nimble Mongoose is a problem. Yeah, I'm just gonna snuff out this. And I go to 10. Go ahead. Even though the DRC had to attack into the Strix, my problem was that they go like, let's say, Mountain Bolt, they can then like Daze my Snuff Out. Okay, I have my basics. Just playing Ponder. I don't necessarily want to shuffle. That's not bad. I guess a Grave is not great. 4s might be good. I think 4s might be good because if they have like Murktide, maybe. I don't even know if I want to counter Murktide. Let's keep it in end. Opponent has Stifle in their deck, so I don't necessarily have to shuffle. It's a classic deck. My opponent, yeah, with the Mongoose and Stifle. I'm not gonna shuffle. I'm not gonna counter a Brainstorm. I think it's bad. I think it's bad to do that. All right. Draw. A Brainstorm again without shuffling. I think this is an Artcast Grief situation. I was just getting to the stage where Artcasting Grief isn't bad. Nimble Mongoose. Okay. Did I put my cards in the wrong order, though? I think I did, yes. I think on top there's a Brainstorm, actually. And then there's a land. Yeah, I should have fetched in a different order. That's okay. Let's Brainstorm again. Okay. And now I pass, just blocking with the Mongoose. Hmm. An iteration? I think I want to force the iteration. Oh, they bolt. They want to bolt my Strix. Interesting. I'll take it. And I go to 7. Then I'll fetch end of turn. Let's see if they have a Stifle. They don't. And I'll fetch end of turn again. Draw. Grief. You have 2 cards. Bolt, Wasteland. Okay. Very strong Grief here. Very strong. I want to kind of show you why playing 2 different colors when you can afford not to is maybe a better choice these days. Okay, so you have a Brainstorm on deck. Again, I'm going to let it resolve. I don't like to counter Brainstorms in this spot. Because it's not that I'm ahead. I still don't draw my shadow. Yeah. They're doing Ponder, probably assuming to clean the Wasteland and etc. Shuffling with the Ponder. No, that's a Wasteland. Maybe they didn't clean it after all. They have 1 card in end. But yeah. Draw. Nice, Strix. All Thoughtseize down to 3? Nah, I can't do that. Yeah, I'll play Strix. Draw. Daze. Okay. Let's play Brainstorm. Ooh, that's good. That's very good. Alright, so I kind of want to shuffle those 2 away. I want a Grief now, maybe. Yeah, what if I shuffle these 2 cards away? No, I'll Grief you pitch Thoughtseize, because I know you have a spell in hand, because you kept it with Brainstorm. What is it? A Nimble Mongoose. Okay. Then I'll attack. Yeah, because I'm not dead to removal spell Strix. Remember, their top is Misty, like it's random. Even if they draw a Bolt, I'm not dead. So I think it's fine to risk 3 damage here. This is the good in the meta game. You mean my opponents? It's playing the best cards in the format plus Nimble Mongoose. That can't be that bad. Maybe Lord Devil is better, but you know we're playing the leads. It's not necessarily our deck is optimized. I'll go to 4. I don't think there's much difference between 4 and 3. And then I hope to win the game with this Shadow next turn. Going down to 1 here. Alright, Ponder. Wasteland would be nice. Ooh, Murktide. That is the dream right there. Gonna show our opponent that new threats are stronger than Nimble Mongoose. And that should lock it up. Thank you, Murktide, for coming up. We're coming up right on schedule. I'm at 4. There shouldn't be any burn spell that kill me here at 4. Alright. Sideboard. Snuff Out is very good in this matchup. Blue and Hydro. Push. Pick out Forces and Grief. Maybe even this. Yeah. Still like Grief in this matchup. 2 for 1ing yourself in a matchup where, yeah, even I think these ones are bad. Which matchup do you bring in Court of Cunning? It's for the grindy matchups. Greg, what did I say? Surely it's bread. Oh, exclamation mark lose? Yeah. I often claim. Oh, opponent said they have to leave. All right. We didn't have a great stellar record, you know. Fortunately, it happens. I don't think it has to do much with the lack of underground sea. Yeah, I mean, it has some weakness. One of them being playing 15 lands. So sometimes they wasteland you. Some other times you draw a lot of lands and it's bad. Overall, I think this deck can afford to go down to 0 reserved list cards. And, you know, hope you enjoyed this video. And, yeah, if you watched the whole thing, I appreciate it. And I'll see you next time for another Legacy video.